What's up guys, English Dan. This is the Samsung S20 FE 5G. And this could be one of Samsung's best devices ever. I'll let you know in a second. Alright guys, yeah, so I just posted a big thing there saying this could be one of their best devices ever. And I'll get onto that in a little while. So this is the S20. I have been using it. I know somebody come onto my channel the other day and said, I'm going to thumb down you because you've already undone the box. Well, it wasn't labelled as an unboxing. So yes, pre-warning, if you're expecting this still to be sealed, you may want to shoo fly, don't bother me. Anyway, so this is the S20 FE. It's the 5G. This version is the mint green. You got an embossed box, has like lights, people, it's like icons really on there, from the camera mode. Yeah, pretty much. S20 in the mint green. On the side, same old there. I have no idea. Scan with the transparency app. Alright, nothing on that side. On the back, tells you a little bit about it. Packing contains Galaxy 20 FE 5G wall charger quick start guide, terms and conditions. So you don't get a lot inside this thing. And on the other side is the IMEI, which no one's seeing. Anyway, so as we open this up, first thing we get to is the phone. Like I say, I've already opened it. Inside the top, you get the box. This is where you get all the paperwork. So I'm going to just pull this out and show you the new Galaxy S20 FE. Pro grade camera, 30 times space zoom, night mode, single take, and 5G. Then you get your terms and conditions, and then you get your quick reference guide. So yeah, let me tell you, some of these here are actually true. I don't know about pro grade camera, we'll get onto that shortly. It's not bad by any means, but let's not spoil it, shall we? So that comes inside the little box that's always stuck up in the top half of the box. Has been on don't know how many Samsungs now. So let me take this out of here because, you know, I've already used it, but whatever. So put the phone to one side. You have a flap here that protects everything from getting scratched on the back. So in this you get a 15 watt fast charger. On the S20 line you got a 25 watt charger. So Samsungs have had to make some shortcuts here and there, but I feel that they've done the right cuts, and this being one of them. So 15 watt charger in the box. Hey, I mean, it could be a 5 watt charger that was, you know, I'm just saying, a certain company used 5 watt chargers for the longest times. And then you get your USB-C cable. It's USB-A to USB-C. It's nothing fancy, it's just a white cable. You don't get no headphones in the box anymore. I don't know if you get onto Samsung, they'll actually send you a set out. Maybe, maybe not. Nothing is official from that. I do know with the Note, if you get onto their customer service and say, hey man, where's my USB-C headphones? They will send you some out. Whether this is the same, I don't know. Let's put the box to one side. So this is the Galaxy FE. I've already got it turned on. And as you can see straight away, really, really nice. Let me turn this brightness down because it's probably a bit glary for you, so you're not going to be able to see a whole lot. So there you go, that's better. So first thing you see is this 6.5 inch AMOLED display, and it's super nice, really, really nice. Now it is only a full HD plus screen, it's not quad HD. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. Colors are great on it, everything looks good. It's got an in-screen fingerprint sensor, but that's another place where they've took a bit of a shortcut. Let's make it so the screen doesn't go off. I normally do this before I start the video, but hey, I forgot this time. So, screen timeout. So we'll put it on 10 minutes. So yeah, there it is. We do have an optical fingerprint sensor instead of the ultrasonic that you got on the S20 and the Note and things like that. This is 2400 by 1800 resolution. Yeah. 2400 by 1800, yeah, that's right, when it comes to the resolution. So it's nice and sharp, it does do its job. Media looks fantastic on this. If you've noticed, mine looks like a Pixel. Go away. But yeah, mine works like a Pixel. I like the Pixel look and the Pixel launcher, so that's why I've gone and done this on this. Obviously yours won't if you've not modified the or customized, let's say, the UI with different launchers. You're not going to get the Google Now or the Google panel that's on the left hand side, but whatever. It's super fluid. This is a 120Hz screen as well. So Galaxy Note 20 One UI 3 beta released. So hopefully it comes to this soon as well. But yeah, 120Hz. It's very smooth, silky smooth. I mean, you can't really see it on my camera because I shoot in 24 frames a second, but this does not lag whatsoever. It's really one of the quickest phones at this price point, but I'll get more onto that shortly. Right now I got this running on Sprint. They also have a version of this that runs on ultra wideband for Verizon, so if you're one of the 3 to 5% of the people who live near ultra wideband 5G, then you're going to get some serious speed out of this when it comes to your cell service and data. So anyway, that's that. Let's have another look at the rest of the device. This is the mint green one, like I said. Let's turn the screen off so I'm not pressing everything. And on the back, it's not as garish in person as I thought it was. I saw a lot of videos on this and a lot of pictures by Samsung, and I was like, not sure about that one. We call this colour in England, it's British Racing Green. I quite like that. I wish the rest of the phone was like that dark forest green, but the mint green is actually quite nice. The other shortcut for you, or corners cut, plastic back. Not bothered me at all, which I really thought it would. And it still feels really nice. I'm super impressed with how it feels. I could go back to a plastic back, I really could. Still has wireless charging as well, so that's another positive. But yeah, the plastic on this feels fine. And another thing it's made me do is use it without a case. I feel like I don't need to use a case with it. I mean, obviously if I drop it, it's going to get dinged up and smash, but the back isn't going to shatter. So that's one positive of the plastic back. When I first heard that these companies were going to start putting plastic backs on some of these phones, I was like, no, here we go. But these are things I would say is plastic done right. This is the right way of doing it. And Pixel did it on the 4A, and they've done it on the 4A 5G. This is the right way. The Note 20 Ultra, the Note 20, not the Ultra, that also has a plastic back. But the big difference between that phone and this phone is this one retails at $699. That one retails at $999. Alright, it's got an S Pen, but whatever. That's why I think this could be one of the most important phones that Samsung has released, because up until like a few days ago, maybe 3 days ago, you could go into Best Buy and pick this up for $599, which is a killer deal. But I'll get more onto that shortly. So on this side, you have the metal railing, you have the power button, volume button, nice and clicky. They're not loose or anything like that. You get the antenna bands as you go around the top. You get the SIM card tray. Sorry, that's not the SIM card, that's the microphone. There's the SIM card tray. On this side, it's plain as can be. And on the bottom, you get your speaker. Mine's still got some of the plastics on it. And the USB-C charging microphone at the bottom. Let's get these plastics off. So yeah, around the sides, it's just like any other Galaxy phone. Like I say, it's got antenna band there, antenna band here, antenna band here, and that's about it. So yeah, that's what you get when you're looking at the phone. Cameras. So let's talk about the cameras for a moment. So when it comes to the cameras, these have also been downgraded from the S20 line, but bear with me on that. So you get a 12 megapixel main shooter with f1.8, you get a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and you get an 8 megapixel telephoto with 3 times zoom on it, and it actually works pretty well. It also has 30 times zoom as well, which it's alright, it's not bad, it's better than what you get on some phones that are trying to zoom. Front camera though is 32 megapixels f2.2. This has got a higher megapixel camera as a selfie camera than the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Weird. It also takes some pretty good pictures, that selfie camera. More on the photographs shortly. This isn't a review, by the way. I've only had the phone a few days, so this is a first impressions. So let's get that clear, because it's going to go up against this when it does go in for a review. Anyway, that was the Pixel 5 in case you didn't know. So yeah, that's the cameras for you. You do get 128 gigs of storage. You also get micro SD expansion up to 1 terabyte. That's huge. 1 terabyte is just great. It's still IP rated, and the IP rating is IP68 rated, which that's another nice thing they didn't cut out to get to the price point that they need to be. So, you know, you don't have to worry if you drop it in water or something like that. I think it's 1.5 meters it can go down to. So, decent, good with the IP rating. They didn't take a shortcut on that. Let's talk about using the phone. So, as I said, it's got an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. And it's not the quickest, as you can see, but it's accurate. I've heard some people say it's not very accurate and I'm getting a lot of misses. I find it really accurate. I mean, it just goes. It's not difficult. Even when I'm looking at the camera, it's, you know, I just kind of, oh, there you go. Not looking, yeah, fair enough. But when you're looking at your phone and you pull your phone out and it's accurate every time. Like I say, it's not the fastest, but it works. Also has face unlock, which is, yeah, it's alright. It is what it is. So, using this phone, I'll tell you what, let me get it back to being Samsung's One UI. I use a lot of Google's own maps. I'm not a fan of Samsung's doubled up apps. I wish they would stop doing that, but they're not going to anytime soon. So this is One UI, how it looks. Obviously my icons are here, there and everywhere because I've not actually set it up as on One UI. But everything's bigger, it's in your face. But as you'll see, there's no hangs up with it whatsoever. It's nice and fast. I do have the Bixby panel turned off on the left, or the Samsung What's Happening Today, whatever it's called. Let me put that back on for you so you can see what it is. Samsung Daily, there you go. Welcome to Samsung Daily. I don't even use it, so let's just turn that back off again because whatever, don't like it. So yeah, it's fine One UI if you don't mind the big colourful icons. You know, everything's super fast. Like I say, it's regardless of using a Pixel launcher or using the launcher that comes with Samsung, which is One UI. Like I say, I'm not a fan of that, so I'm going to change it back to the Pixel launcher. Let me know if you want me to make a video on how to make this look and act like a Pixel. It won't take me long to make that video. It's very easy, and I know a lot of people like the clean look, and I'm back to my Pixel kind of look. So as you can see, that works just fine, and I like having the Google panel. So yeah, using this device is fantastic. Now, the speakers on it are pretty good. It does have stereo speakers, but obviously it comes out at the bottom a little louder because the speaker up top here, it's, I mean, you can hardly even see it, but there's a slight slit in there that allows you to, let's see if I can get this focused, maybe get some light on it. You may be able to see it. It's unbelievably tough to see, but there is a very small earpiece speaker in the top of that. It's genius the way they've made it, just so it's hardly viewable. But yeah, the sound does come out at the bottom a little bit more, but I'll play some music for you right now. So as you know, I got the new XB32 that's out later this month. This was last year. And the question that's always thrown at me, even when I got the XB31 last year, you can pinch to zoom, what's it like, but then you do get last year's version. The whole I keep there. Getting told, you know, how the XB32 is not as voices come through really clear, or the XB30, or, well, I have them both. Let's have a and people have been asking. Dash. So yeah, it's great when it comes to sound. I think it sounds really clear. Not a lot of depth, but you don't get a lot of depth in a lot of cell phones nowadays, especially with the rise of Bluetooth earbuds. A lot of people are using Bluetooth with their earbuds, so these speaker setups, they're not as important for most people as what they are for the very few. So I can understand why they're shying away from making them the absolute best they can be. Plus, this is a device where it's a lot cheaper. It's $300 cheaper than the regular Galaxy S20. So that should tell you something. It's actually $400 if it's $599, which is insane. Insane value. So it's also really good for movies. Let's show you a movie on there. I am going to turn the volume down on there now. It's actually called Google TV now. So if you're using Google Play Movies, it will change to Google TV. There you go. Introducing Google TV. Go away. I'm not bothered about any of that. I don't care. So, my movies. Let's find something for you that's library. You're gonna laugh now, but you know what is a really good movie to show off how good these screens can be? So a really good film for this is Maleficent, the very first one. Let's watch it on Google TV. Now I am going to turn the volume down because I'll get copyright strikes and whatever next to me, and I don't want all that just because I'm trying to show off the screen. But yeah, so Maleficent is at the beginning one of those very colourful, just looks really well detailed. See the greens of the trees and the shadows and the darks, all real nice and dark, real contrasty and punchy. This is a really good film for showing off your displays. A lot of people laugh at me. I'm like, I'm not watching Maleficent if you're putting that on your phone. I'm like, no. You're not watching Maleficent. You're looking at how good the screen is on this device, and it really is good. At this price point, I'm just going to go out there and say it's probably the best screen on any device at this price point. Very, very, very good. So yeah, that's the screen for you, the display. You've heard the music as it comes out of the speakers. It's pretty decent. Like I say, it's nice and fast. The cameras, I have took some pictures, so let's have a look. Let me go into, I said I'd mentioned this before, the camera on this, they say pro grade camera, and it does do good in night mode, I'll give it that. But I haven't got a lot on here to show you, but the ones that I have got are okay. But there's also a fix, and it's a cheat, but it's a fix, and it just needs side loading some software. Some people are comfortable with doing that, some people are not. So this here is the FE standard camera app. Alright, let me turn that brightness down because I can see it blowing out again on you. This is the FE standard camera app, Samsung standard camera app. It's in everything, has single take. But there's a picture of my son that I took with it. Now I will actually, when it comes to doing a review on this thing, I will show you these properly in like a proper full screen view. But I mean, it's pretty good. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's a portrait of my fatness in my office, and again, I mean, it's okay. Typical Samsung does have the skin smoothing though, so not bad. But then if you go to Gcam, let's say you go and get the Gcam mod, I need to every Samsung phone, it annoys me now that they do the gestures, they need to move this for quick pay over to the side. Anyway, I'll just shut up moaning about that because that's something totally different. So this is Gcam. This is your Google camera, what you get on your pixels, and this does a hell of a job. I don't know whether you can see that. That's a portrait of my son. Very same camera, but just using Gcam. It's fantastic. Same again. It's a very similar picture to the last one, but lots more detail. The blues and the purples in the background are more pronounced. What else is there here? There should be some more of my son somewhere. As you can see, I cycled through it. I was so impressed with Gcam on this, and I didn't have to change anything whatsoever. These were just coming straight out of the camera. No edits, no nothing. There's Fat Guy again. This is Gcam on the 32 megapixel selfie camera, and I mean the detail it picks up is great. Look at all them grey hairs in my beard. That is horrendous. Alright, we gotta fix that. Not really, I'll just trim them out anyway. But yeah, they cut out around the glasses and everything, and I don't have any skin smoothing, so you can see all my imperfections, which is nice. Samsung tries to make you look like, I don't know, like you're 12 again. So yeah, the camera on this is decent. There you go. So yeah, that's a first look at the FE, Samsung S20 FE. Battery's pretty good, gets me through all day so far as well. And yeah, it doesn't seem to get very hot. It does have a plastic back. This is $699 at the moment. I bet you for Black Friday it'll be back down to $599, maybe even $549. Who knows? If it does hit $549, this is the phone to get. I'll just say it right now. This is the phone to get at $549. So I'm going to use it for a week or two, and then I'll come back with my thoughts. I don't like to call things reviews anymore. I'm going to stop doing that. With my thoughts of longer term usage. And that's what I'm going to start doing from now on. So, okay guys, I hope you like what you saw. If you've got the FE yourself already, because obviously it's not the newest thing on the block, but it's not old either. If you've got this, let me know what you think of it. If you're on the bench about getting this and you're not sure whether you should be like, I'm on the fence, I don't know which way to go, let me know. If you've got any questions, I'll try and answer them for you as well. So don't forget, hit subscribe, hit like if you don't mind. That does make a big difference. And don't forget, you can come and see me on Twitter at EnglishDanYT, all one word. Gets pretty R-rated on there, let's say. Anyway, alright guys, catch you later.